Welcome once again to Spotlight Indian River. I'm Freddie Woolfolk, your host, and I'm just happy that you tune in once again because some great information continually come out to the general public about what's happening here in Indian River County. It's ironic that sometimes people say there's nothing happening in Indian River County. I have to differ, because there's a lot happening. And I have a gentleman with me, Coach Larry Staley. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Who's going to help me to explain some of the things that are coming within the next couple of months. And again, I ask that you jot down these dates, put them on your refrigerator, so that you'll be involved and informed. Those are two very important words, involved and informed. The first thing, as I look at my little cheat sheet here, I just want Coach Staley, if you will, who many of you know. He's been around a long time. You heard us say how long I did? Long time.
Stretching it.
Yes. So he's going to explain to you some of the things that he's been involved in and give you a little of his life history. Coach, tell us, who are you?
Okay, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Larry Staley, better known to the community as Coach Staley. I was born and raised in this community back in 1956. It might seem like it's a long time for some people, but it don't seem like it for me. But anyway, I went to school here. I was a part of the school system right before Gifford High School closed out. I was a little small elementary age person. Of course, you know, I graduated from Vero Beach High School and went on to further my education by way of Miami-Dade Community College, associate degree, and North Carolina St. Augustine's College, Raleigh, North Carolina, with a bachelor degree in science. My career, I've spent my career in sports. I played basketball, a little bit of football, and I ran track. Got as far as the Olympic trials until the year of 1980, when President Carter boycotted the Olympics because of the Iranian people had American people hostage. So that killed my career. Well, I furthered my career by coming back home. A lot of folks already say, there's nothing in Vero, you know, but I like you big difference. It's what you put in. You know, there's a good conversation piece that I remember what President Kennedy said one year. And I was a young boy, but that stuck with my mind. They say, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And so that kind of like put a taste in me, you know, to figure out, you know what, I'm not going to ask what this community can do for me, but what I can do for this community. And whatever I do for this community, try to enhance my community. And so, you know, that's why I just decided I'm coming back home and see can I make a difference. And that's what I did.
That President Kennedy quote, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. It rings in my head right today too. I remember it happened in 1963. Wow. And it's amazing how that, and you were young.
I was a lot younger, yeah.
6, 7 years old, and you remembered it.
Yep.
It's amazing. But what I'm gonna do, we're gonna take a break and come back and talk a little bit more in depth on how we could activate and initiate interest in people to be willing to take that first step.
Okay.
Because nothing will happen if you don't take that first step.
Got to.
Okay?
All right.
We're going to take a station break and come right back and talk to Coach Larry Staley about how you, who may know someone, or yourself, how to take that first step. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Jim. Together we are the Live Now real estate team at RE/MAX Associated Realty.
We know the Sebastian area real estate market very well, and we also know that buying or selling a home can be very serious business.
But together we can reduce the stress and even have fun in the process. Along with our hundreds of satisfied clients, we really want you to live now and be happy too.
Contact us at thelivenowteam.com.
See you soon.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
We're back once again talking to Coach Larry Staley, a good friend of mine who does a lot in our community behind the scenes, and that's a very important quality, one who don't look for recognition, don't look for praise, but always willing to do something for people and help his community. So Larry had a point going on. We were talking about that first step. Explain to me, how did you get from where you were when you were working in Gifford Park to some 35?
35 years. 35 going on 35 this year. This is coming October.
35 years later. Tell them about that first step and how you could have either took another step and went the other way, but you tell them why.
Well, you know, one thing is that when I graduated from college, you know, I was looking for something. All of my careers have gone down the drain because the Olympics boycott. I was too small for the position I was playing in basketball to make it to the pros. When you're going up against guys like Elijah Warren and Magic Johnson, those guys 6'9" and up, I was too small to compete in that competitivity, you know, so I had to move on. So then I decided to come home, where I had a teacher's degree, and I was coming out, I said, well, I get into the teaching. Well, I kept getting thrown around and knocked down. The teachers didn't need a teacher, they didn't need this, they didn't need that. So my uncle came to me and said to me one day, he said, Cowboy, come on, go with me. I got some land I want to show you.
Is that Deacon James Richardson?
Deacon James Richardson.
My friend too, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
He said, all this land out here belong to you. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, you know, my uncle, he got a little money in his pocket, so I figured this is mine. So he said, well, now I need you to come to this meeting tonight. And little did I know, he's talking about the Progressive Civic League.
Exactly.
Well, when I ran up in there, I talked with Mr. J. Ralph Lundy and my uncle and Mr. Victor Hart. And those guys huddled around me and was telling, oh, you're going to be our new recreation man, right? I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So well, your uncle said, and I looked at my uncle and I said, he said, yeah, he's going to do it. And so when they explained to me what they were looking for in this community, somebody to run the recreation program, I didn't want to do it because I looked at the fact that I was going to be outside and we didn't have no recreational facilities. We didn't have anything to do with recreation. All we had was a bunch of woods.
Right.
And so I thought about it. My career was put on hold for a reason.
For a reason.
I needed to come home for a reason. So I figured I'd take that step for a while, just a little while, just to see how it's going to
just a little while.
Just to see how it's going to progress.
Keep that in mind, audience, just a little while.
Well, I said that these kids need some kind of filtering. They need to go into sports. They need to do this. So who better to do it? It was brought to me, Coach Wilson, Mr. J. Ralph Lundy, and a few others. You know, they trained me, so I figured, yeah, I can do that. I can return the favor. And so I wound up coming here, taking on that task, being a recreation person. Rest is history.
Been there for almost 35 years.
Since 1981.
Wow. That first step turned into a long step. And we're so happy that he had that commitment to not look as far as what he can do for himself, but what he can do for those children and families here in Indian River County. We're going to continue to move on with Coach Staley because I gave him this whole show because what he has to say to you is so important and it will inspire you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Attention, this important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Welcome back once again. We are talking with Coach Larry Staley. That name just rolled off your tongue because you said it probably thousands and thousands of times. He's an active person. He's very involved, and he is committed. That's the main thing. He's committed, and what he say he's going to do, you can count on him, and he's going to do that. As he was talking about his career, how he started so humbly back in that day, how he could have walked away But I want him to tell one more piece of that story he didn't mention. Larry, talk about how much money were they going to pay you for taking on that recreational directorship?
Well, when I got the position, you know, I didn't have a clue on what I was going to get paid. You know, they didn't ask me for an offer of what to pay you or whatever. So the community, Mr. Victor Hart, got a bucket and started walking through the community collecting money
In a bucket?
In a bucket to pay me. And you know how I said, now, you know, I thought about this thing. I said, now I come out of school. My parents always say, go to school, get the best education so you can come back and get the top jobs. And I'm coming back here getting paid out of a bucket. And so, but you know what? It was a lady came to me one day and she watched the program that grew. And she said to me, she said, Coach, she said, I know what you do is hard and I know you don't get paid much. She said, but keep up the good work.
Wow.
And I looked at that lady and I was like, you must have read my mind, because I was getting ready to walk out of here. I actually was getting ready to go and enlist in the armed service because, you know, I didn't feel like I was being treated fair. And the work that I was trying to do is to come back and do something bigger. Never knew that this is bigger than whatever I was going to endeavor myself into.
What a great story. What a great story. And it shows you when you have patience, as they say in the church, I have to go to church on you a little bit. They say you may not come
when you want.
When you want him to come.
Right
He's always
on time.
And that's exactly what happened in this situation. So those of you who may be teetering around the same type of decision making, whether I want to go or stay, make sure you consult with God. God will give you the right answer. And I can talk from experience myself, and I can have some stories that I can tell too. But Coach,
before you go there, Freddie, let me throw one on you too. You say like you throw scripture. Now I like this one too. The race is not given to the swift.
That's right.
But to the one that endures to the end.
That's right.
And so that's what my motto, to endure.
And that's great, because that shows me that quote from way back with President John F. Kennedy, which is dovetailing right into what you just said with that scripture and the one that I use. So it's very important that we remain rooted, and that's exactly what you were doing, remaining rooted to ask God, tell me what would be my next step.
Right.
You wanted to consider the armed forces, which is fine. That's a great move because you felt you weren't moving forward. But your picture, your destiny, your purpose was much bigger than what you could see at that particular moment. And 35 years, almost 35 years later, here you are carrying out that purpose.
That's right.
Look at the many young people you touched, the families. So that's very important.
Right.
Once again, time flies when you're having fun. We're going to have to take another break. We got to pay the bills. We're going to come right back after these messages. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
One-of-a-kind videos, unique perspectives, original programming, only on Buzz TV Network. Spread the word and tell a friend.
Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Jim. Together we are the Live Now real estate team at RE/MAX Associated Realty.
We know the Sebastian area real estate market very well, and we also know that buying or selling a home can be very serious business.
But together we can reduce the stress and even have fun in the process. Along with our hundreds of satisfied clients, we really want you to live now and be happy too.
Contact us at thelivenowteam.com.
See you soon.
Marsha.
Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all!
We're back once again, and I tell you, I think about a builder. He first has to dig a footing, and that footing is beneath the surface. And he takes that footing, he builds it, he places the rebar irons inside, he places concrete, and he makes sure that there's a solid foundation. And once he gets that footing done, he pours the floor and keep building. That's what I equate to you. When you first came to Gifford Park, there was nothing there.
Nothing.
And I remember Governor Graham coming to town, and you got a chance. I saw a picture of you, Larry.
Yep.
You was a little strain being.
No, man.
I said, wow.
I don't know where all that goes.
You're all right. You're all right. There's more goodness.
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah.
But I saw the picture of you with him, and I said, wow, look, that's history right there.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I had a chance to speak with his daughter, who's now in politics too, and she was walking in the Florida A&M homecoming parade, and I shook her hand and I said, I met your dad at Gifford Park and in Indian River County. He said, yes, he talked highly of Indian River County.
Yeah.
And so it does just show you that you were a part of a plan. And as you move forward with this plan, people still come to you now because you're so active being the manager of that whole park, but you also work at the Gifford Aquatic Center.
Right.
Tell me how things going there.
Okay, well, we're going good. Like you say, I work for the Aquatic Center through Board of County Commission in Indian River County.
No more buckets? No more buckets?
Yeah, I get paid legitimately now. So it's a good thing. And that just shows you how God works.
Yes.
You know, He bring me up from nothing to something. So now I've been working with the Aquatic Center now since 2003. Of course, you know, I've been with the Recreation Department since 1981. But the pool is in a slow period right now. But hopefully, through word of mouth and communication and advertisement, we will bring people out. Some people think that we are closed because, you know, for the last 6-7 years, we were closed to the public during this time of season. But the county commissioner agreed to allow the Gifford Aquatic Center to remain open. So we're now open Tuesday through Sunday. Hours of operation Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And on Sunday, we're 12 to 5. So we're asking everyone, come on out and just take a party in the Aquatic Center. We got to use it or lose it. It's a good rate, not too expensive, you know, good family price and everything. Of course, you know, we're working on getting swim lessons for youth as well as adults, master swim program. Also, we're trying to build a swim team. So parents, if you have your child and some kids are playing football, basketball, and other sports, but those kids that are not playing can come out and play, take part in our swim program. There's a lot of scholarships that are being offered in swim programs, and people don't realize.
Wow.
Kids can go off to school with swimming scholarships.
That's great. So you hear that the pool is not closed. It is open and running. So please go by from 10 to 6.
10 to 6.
Tuesday through Sunday.
Tuesday through Sunday.
Okay.
12 to 5 on Sunday. 12
to 5 on Sundays, but it's open. So please take advantage of that. And there's some great things coming down the pike, trying to get some training for lifeguards, especially African American kids. We don't have enough African American kids taking advantage of the opportunity to be employed as a lifeguard. We're going to take another break, and we're going to come back and talk more with Coach Larry Staley on some more great things that are coming down the pike. Stay tuned.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Welcome back. I'm so happy that you stayed tuned and joined us today. We have a lot of fun on this show, talking about great things that are happening here in Indian River County. The show is named appropriately. It's called Spotlight Indian River. And the reason why we wanted that title, Coach, is that we wanted activities such as your activities at the pool, those at the park. It's some great things that are happening. That's one thing before we leave, talking about the park, because he is the manager there. There is a new form that Coach Staley has produced, and this application is for use of the park. It's more streamlined now, so it's not vague, so that you come and say, I want to use a pavilion, and you end up using the whole park. Instead of 50 people, we have 500 people. So now that won't be able to happen any longer. You have to put on the application that I'm using the pavilion, and you put the number you have down, and there's a threshold of 75, I believe it is.
Yes.
Once you reach 75, then you have to have security, a law enforcement person have to be there. I knew you said, well, so suppose I just got 75 family members. Well, even in that instance, it has to be looked on as a case-by-case basis, but we want a safe environment for everyone to come.
Right.
So, Coach, talk briefly about that, how important it is, and how they can go about getting that application.
Well, you know, like you say, it's very important that we come out there and follow the protocol, because, you know, we want everybody to come out there, and when you look at a park, people come to a park to have a nice time. They take their kids out there for the play area. They come out there for relaxation, you know, just to enjoy themselves, picnicking, just to enjoy themselves. But we want that to happen. But we've been plagued with a few mishaps where it wasn't to our standard of operation. So we decided to change our format as far as how you come out and reserve the facilities, and make sure that when you come out there, you do it properly. You follow protocols, and so because everybody want to be safe.
Yes.
You know, when you come out to the park, you want to come out, enjoy yourself, and go back home and relax and full and enjoy yourself. But like I said, we've had a few problems where it caused us to just streamline our application process and work it different. So when you come out to reserve any position in the park, you got to come out to the Gifford Aquatic Center, and there's a small fee of $50 deposit, which will be returned.
Get that back, yeah.
And then fill out the registration form, and we'll explain to you as you're filling them out their procedures, and we'll go from there.
Right. Yeah. It's all for the safety of the family, making sure that you have a safe environment, and that if something were to happen, an emergency, not necessarily a violent happening, it could be safety for a child who just got hurt. That officer is there with a radio, and they can dispatch and get someone there quickly, fast, and in a hurry. So that's very important. We're going to come back after these messages. We're going to take a little break for the final time, but I want to talk about one more activity that I don't see how you do it, Larry. You're already busy, but you still chair and president of a group called the Martin Luther King Jr. Birthday Committee.
Yep.
And that in itself is an awesome task to undertake. And here you are with the park and your other activities. Here you are now taking on that, and that's very admirable. So we're going to take a break and come back and talk more about this this venture that Larry has taken on and is doing an immaculate job, he and his committee. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about the Martin Luther King Birthday Committee. We'll be right back.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
We're back for our last segment, and I tell you, I have enjoyed Coach Larry Staley. Larry, we had to have you back on as time go by to talk about more things that are happening, and just give some shout outs to the general public about what they can become involved in there at the Gifford Aquatic Center and Gifford Park. Our last thing we talked about was Martin Luther King Birthday Committee. Number one, where did that come from? How did that happen?
Well, you know, back in 1985, when the president declared Dr. Martin Luther King Day become a holiday, we decided that's something we can do. We had a committee called the Recreation Advisory Board. So we decided from there to start a Dr. Martin Luther King Memorial Day parade festivities. And it grew from there. It's from 1985.
1985, so that's what, 30 years?
Yeah.
I think I've been there pretty much all of them, too, my horn.
Yeah, all of you. We appreciate that horn,
yeah. One-man band sometimes. But
we appreciate that horn.
My dream is one day that we have a group of young people who will say, Mr. Woolfolk, I'm a part of what's happening. I'm going to come and play along with you. So I'm inviting you musicians. I know we have the band, Vero Beach High School, the Sebastian Band. They play during the parade, but some of you play instruments and you're not in the band. You either graduated or you no longer take that band course. So come and give me a call and we can make that a great reality, having a band of our own to play some great songs for the waiting crowd along the parade route. So this birthday committee has taken on the charge of celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King and his legacy, but there's something else that you do too. You are over that whole festivity.
Right.
Do you had a banquet, right?
Yes, we have a banquet. Now, for those of you that don't know, just put it in your mind, Dr. King's birthday is January the 15th. The celebration of the parade is that Monday following his birthday. So now we incorporated a banquet to also shine a light on some of our community people.
Good idea.
And to celebrate some of the people in our community. So our banquet is January the 16th.
Okay.
This year we have a homegrown young lady that her name is Gilda Cobb, by marriage now, Gilda Cobb Hunter. She will be our guest speaker this year at our Dr. Martin Luther King banquet, January the 16th, that Saturday at 6:00 p.m. And she's a big-time senator in the state of South Carolina.
That's correct. Yeah. So there's a market calendar. Gilda Cobb Hunter is going to be our speaker. Gilda Brown is too. She must be on my mind.
She's a part of our committee.
A part of our committee. And I just want you to mark that in your calendar. That's a fantastic opportunity to hear some great messages coming from Gilda. We want to thank you, Larry, so very much for the great information. This is going to be good. But one last thing I want to mention is that the parade route has been changed.
Yes.
We won't use 45th Street this year. We'll use from 37th to Old Dixie to 41st Street down to 43rd Avenue, make that right turn straight down to the park. So that's our new parade route, but it's going to be just as much fun. So Larry, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for inviting me.
To you, my viewing audience, I always say to you, you can either be a part of the problem or you can be a part of the solution. We want you to be a part of the solution. So till next time, see you. Encourage someone along the way. I'll see you next time.
Buzz TV Network is now the fastest growing new media outlet on the Space and Treasure Coast. Follow Buzz TV Network and tell a friend. Bzzz.